Hello, watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Bong from another headlines as usual. Prime Minister Vnews starts official visit to the Netherlands. Vietnam exports to the UK sees chances and challenges. And later on, millennium-old World Network best unique culture of champion. Prime Minister Vnews is in the Netherlands for an official visit to the European country. Join us to see how his trip is processing. Prime Minister Vnews arrived at Amsterdam on December 10th local time to start his official visit to the Netherlands. The visit is made at the invitation of Prime Minister Mark Rutte. Over the past years, bilateral relations have been vigorous developments in various fields, especially investment, trade, agriculture, and climate change response. The Netherlands is Vietnam's second biggest trade partner in Europe and its biggest investor in the EU. Two-way trade in 2021 reached $8.37 billion, nearly 10% more than that a year earlier, and amounted to $8.2 billion in the first 9 months of this year, marking an increase of 36% year-on-year. The visit to the Netherlands by Prime Minister Chinh is expected to have further consolidate, strengthen, and deepen the Vietnam-Netherlands comprehensive partnership, pushing up the development cooperation in the fields of the Netherlands' strength and Vietnam's demand, such as circular economy, renewable energy, and climate change response. Prime Minister Vnews visited Brainport, Eindhoven, considered the Silicon Valley of Europe, in Eindhoven city of the Netherlands' North Brabant province on December 11th as part of his official visit to the European country. There he had working sessions with leaders of North Brabant province, Brainport, Eindhoven, and major enterprises. Talking to Vice Governor of North Brabant, Martin van Groos-Tussen, and other participants, Prime Minister Chinh said, over the last nearly 50 years, Vietnam and the Netherlands have enjoyed flourishing cooperation in most aspects. He called on the European country to have Vietnam build an innovation and startup center in Hanoi, similar to Brainport Industries campus in Eindhoven city, from planning, making mechanisms and policies, mobilizing resources for center development, to training and attracting high-quality manpower to the center. The Prime Minister expressed his hope that after his visit to the Netherlands, relations between the two countries will be elevated to a new height. In Brainport, Eindhoven, Prime Minister Chinh also met executives of some Dutch enterprises to discuss innovation and high-tech manufacturing. Bilateral trade between Vietnam and Laos reached $1.36 billion in the first 10 months of 2022, up 28.3% year-on-year. Of the total, Vietnam's exports were valued at over $512 million, up 3.7% year-on-year, mainly from the shipment of fruit and vegetables, fuel, iron and steel, machinery and spare parts, and fertilizer. Meanwhile, Vietnam spent nearly $850 million on commodities from Laos, a year-on-year rise of 49.5%. The main imports included rubber, fertilizer, wood and wooden products, ores, and other minerals. According to the Vietnam Trade Office in Laos, two-way trade may reach about $1.63 billion for the entire 2022, an increase of more than 20% compared to last year. Thanks to the UK-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement, Vietnam's agroforestry fishery exports to the European nation now enjoy many advantages, which, however, also come with several challenges.
In full effect, the trade pact will slash 94% of the 547 tariff lines the UK imposed on Vietnamese farm produce. As a result, import tariffs for most shrimp and some wooden products from Vietnam will be 0% within the next 5 years. The UK is currently among Vietnam's top 5 export markets of aquatic goods, and top 3 of wooden products. However, The European market has strict requirements that Vietnamese exporters have to make significant efforts to meet. Experts said, the market faces supply shortage, but requires imports to have high quality and low cost, which is a barrier for Vietnamese firms.
Ho Chi Minh City licensed 807 foreign invested projects worth $3.54 billion in the first 11 months of this year, up 3.3% in value from the year earlier, according to the General Statistics Office. That added up to 11,219 valid foreign investor projects with registered capital totaling nearly $56 billion at present in the Southern Economic Hub, which is taking the lead nationwide in terms of the project number. So far this year, Ho Chi Minh City has also seen 164 existing projects at $1.5 billion to the capital, up 39.2% year-on-year. They included 18 supplemented with $915 million in the processing and manufacturing industry. Singapore is currently the biggest foreign investor in Ho Chi Minh City with 148 projects, followed by Japan and the Republic of Korea. We have more news coming up next. Let's take a look.
Top 5 of Miss
Erina Hanawa from Japan was crowned Miss Tourism World 2022 at the beauty pageant's finale held in Vnews City, the northern province of Vinh Phuc, on December 10. Justine Beatrice Filizatu of the Philippines and Le Phi Huong Ly of Vietnam were named the first and second runners-up. Meanwhile, the third and fourth runners-up were the contestants from Russia and Nigeria, respectively. Prior to the finale, 35 contestants from different countries had engaged in a 20-day tour of Hanoi and the northern provinces of Ninh Binh, Phu Tho, Sơn La, and Vinh Phuc to explore cultural heritage of Vietnam. They also helped popularize Vietnam's tourism attractiveness to people around the world and promote the country as a safe destination after the COVID-19 pandemic.
Beyond just an arterial integration channel, the ancient Wealth Network in Gia An Commune in Gia Linh District, Quảng Trị Province, holds a great deal of architectural and cultural value for the Cham ethnic people. According to archaeologists, the wells of Gia An are unique for their multi-component structure. They were built at the end of the New Stone Age 5,000 years ago, with large stones arranged in a meticulous manner. The wells are a vivid illustration of the Cham people's talent in exploiting underground water resources for daily use.
The Cham people arranged the stones meticulously to access aquifers and basalt hills.
The Wealth Network is located at the foot of basalt hills to reach aquifers. The Cham people's reservoir forming techniques have remained a mystery, as the ancient wells never dry up even in the extreme drought. They're still viewed as treasures of the people of Gia An.
The water from the wells is fresh and clean. Local people come for water to drink and bathe.
Water for irrigating their fields also comes from the reservoir.
I come here to take water for irrigation every morning.
Although life has changed in Gia An Commune over the years, the ancient wells remain the primary source of water for local residents. For generations, the wild network has been properly preserved as local people view them not only as a source of water, but also as the symbol of local cultural value. After years of preparation, international award-winning painter Trần Quốc Sang recently held an impressive solo exhibition in Ho Chi Minh City.
Entitled Yesterday, the exhibition displayed 15 paintings in oil and experimental lacquer on canvas. Hundreds of art lovers and the public came to enjoy and congratulate the young artist. Tran Quoc Yang has a slightly different approach compared to many artists of his age in Vietnam. Nature and landscapes in his work have their own sadness and joy, and images of humans are absent. Yang said the exhibition is like a self-reward for his past creative processes. And yesterday will close a memorable painting journey as he discovers himself and life. Some of his artworks have been selected for display at national exhibitions and featured in the Dogma Prize and the 2019 Young Fine Art Exhibition.
Charming scenery, cool air, and immense coconut trees offer potential and advantages for the Mekong Delta province of Bến Tre to develop the local tourism industry. The province has been focusing on improving its offerings to make tourism an important economic sector by 2025 and a spearhead economic sector by 2030. Located along the Ham Luang River on 20 hectares, Bến Tre Riverside Garden has become a place to grow food and other green and clean agricultural products while bringing the unique experience to tourists of all ages. With the aim of building a full-service tourism offering so that visitors can both relax and experience the local culture and cuisine, the resort has retained its natural beauty and improved the local environment with additional greenery to have visitors enjoy fresh air on their journey down the Mekong River to the land of coconuts.
I was impressed by the green space here. I was able to set aside a day to relax and take part in some experiential activities. I will come back here soon. We have kept the natural landscape intact so that visitors can enjoy the fresh air. They can take in the scenery and enjoy the culinary and cultural experiences on offer.
With charming landscapes and cool air, Bến Tre has been promoting its potential and advantages to develop community tourism that matches the taste of tourists during the post-pandemic period. The province has been focusing on developing tourism towards its becoming an important economic sector by 2025 and a spearhead economic sector by 2030.
Ecotourism is a form of sustainable tourism associated with agriculture and contributes to increasing consumption of agricultural products. This is among the appropriate directions Bến Tre's tourism sector is taking to improve the lives of people in rural areas and boosting the value of agricultural products.
Bến Tre welcomed more than 950,000 tourists in the first 9 months of this year, an increase of nearly 190% over the same period last year. Revenue reached over $45.8 million, an increase of more than 216%.